One second. Okay. Welcome to episode number 134 of the Blitz Take. I'm here with undrafted free agent Saints player Elliott Davison out of UTSA, and I'm excited to have him on to get to know his football journey at the beginning stages and his how his recruiting process went. So welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, no problem. I'm always open to talk to athletes like you and learn more about uh how how they got to where they are today.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. But I'm open. I'm open, man.
What was the feeling when you got the call that you got a invite to an NFL team?
Oh man, it was a great feeling for sure. I was grateful to get the call. Talking to Coach Smith. It was a little like, sir, it was a surreal moment. I was
Hmm.
still trying to take it all in and everything, but man, I was just proud that I had made it to that point.
Hmm. How did your recruiting process go at the beginning of your high school career?
Well, I didn't, receive my first offer until it was about midway through my senior season. But after I received my first offer, um, then more came after that. So I wasn't just highly recruited, I'd say, but once I got through, midway through my senior year, then that's when the recruitment started to pick up. And it was mainly just uh, FCS, D1. It was still D1, but it was a lot of FCS schools, especially in the Southern Southland Conference. Yeah, so that's how it went for me. Still exciting time though. Still exciting time.
I how was it like playing in San Antonio at UTSA?
At UTSA, yeah, it was a great transition. First off, just coming from UIW Incarnate Word, where I was at first, but definitely going to UTSA, it was a lot more resources. They had a lot more uh, people just pointing to the program and whatnot because it had been around just a little bit longer. And just being playing for a great head coach like Coach Traylor, it was a great time. It was a great time. I met a lot of great people there as well, and made friends as well. So my time at UTSA was a great time.
Hmm. What was the next day like for you after receiving the call from the NFL team and uh and what's it like to the in today's world for you with being an NFL player?
You're just saying, like, how does it feel now?
Yeah.
Oh well, just kind of like I said, I'm grateful, honestly, and the work is just really beginning now.
Hmm.
I've did a lot of work to get to this point, but like I said, the work is just now beginning. I had to turn up another notch and focus even on a deeper level. Take my physical, training even to a deeper level. So yeah, I'm excited about it though, man. I'm very excited.
Has rookie camp begun?
It will begin on the 8th and the 9th. That's when our mini camp starts. So I'll be
Hmm.
down there. I'm actually from Tyler, Texas, and that's where I'm at right now. So, but I'll be down there Wednesday. I'll be headed down there to Louisiana. So yeah, man, it's exciting.
I'm I'm really ready for you, and uh, I'm really hoping that you make a big impact.
Man, I appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity, man. What made you get into, wanting to do podcasts and interviews?
Yeah, it all started around the COVID year where
Hmm.
where I just wanted to like kill time and do podcasting with friends of my own, and
Hmm.
then the year after, it really just grew, and I just felt like doing what I'm doing today is a great thing, and I'm
Hmm.
I've I've interviewed over 45 draft prospects already, and
Nah, that's
yeah, and all of the draft prospects are from this year, so
oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm definitely starting to make a push to reach out to 2026 prospects and
Hmm.
scheduling interviews with them, uh and I'm just really happy to be in the position where I am.
No, man, that's great to hear, man. I wish you nothing but, success. Hopefully I'll be seeing you up on TV one day too, with your own. So
I've actually did a interview with one of your teammates.
yeah. Which
Uh
one?
let me let me look it up. I forget his name. I think 1 second. Oh,
Was it Chris?
I'm actually doing one later this week with Chris.
Chris, yeah, Chris Carpenter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I've done one with Tampa Bay Buccaneers UDFA.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
his name is CJ James.
Oh yeah, yeah, CJ. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
CJ. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, good guy. That's a good guy for sure. That was actually CJ was right next to me in the locker room. So yeah, we grew close together and whatnot. So yeah, that's a good guy right there.
What's your plan for the rest of the week?
Man, really just, kind of what I did today, just training and,
Hmm.
trying to be ready going into this mini camp so I can, put my best foot forward, man. But yeah, just making sure my mind is prepared for what I'm about to walk into and making sure my body is prepared really. Cause
Hmm.
it's a different type of endurance, that I have to have. So yeah, just being ready in all aspects. Yeah. So it'll be fun though.
What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, well, obviously I play the game a lot. I like to play. I've been playing this Naruto game here recently. I've
Hmm.
been getting into that a lot. And I'm a zombie guy on Call of Duty. I know a lot of people don't like zombies, but they think that might be lame. That's what I like to do as well. I also been um in my journey just in the Bible a lot, just making sure my spiritual is right, because I wouldn't be here without God anyway, so I definitely got to give him the time that he deserves, So I've been diving in deep with that a lot. So yeah, that's what
Hmm.
I like to do in my free time, man.
Are you a basketball fan?
Yeah, I was actually just watching the Knicks. The
Oh yeah,
Knicks
me
just
too.
pulled
I
out.
was watching that
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, they just pulled out that game. So
Yeah.
but shoot, this is gonna be a good series, man. I think that's gonna be a nice little series.
What NFL team were you a fan of growing up?
It's actually wild, man. I was actually a Saints fan growing up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. I really started becoming a Saints fan around like the Drew Brees era.
Hmm.
So yeah, man, it's just wild how everything works out, man.
As you can tell on my Instagram, I'm a diehard Eagles fan.
But Eagles fan?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know you was excited here this past year then.
yeah, definitely.
You was excited, man. They got a squad though. They got a squad, so
Yeah,
kudos to them for winning, man.
I'm curious to see how the Saints do this year.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Hopefully, I can be there to help out. So,
Yeah.
they've added a lot of new pieces as well. So, it just comes down to everybody, working together and building that team chemistry, especially
Hmm.
here in the off season, and just everybody doing their job at the end of the day. So, I'm excited about the future of the Saints.
Yeah. Um, what would did you have like a draft party or anything like that?
No, man, I was really just here with my family.
Hmm.
That was it. Yeah, I didn't have a draft party for real. I didn't, because I wasn't the biggest, recruiter, highly scouted, but I had a good amount of teams, that I was in contact with. So, I was expecting some good things, and here the Saints came. So,
Hmm.
that's where we at. Yeah, yeah, man.
I have a couple more questions. Um,
Go ahead.
what current or former NFL player do you compare your game to?
Mm. Uh, I don't know if I can really just say that I compared to, but somebody I do try to, watch a lot and who has been very successful in the league is Tyrann Mathieu. He's been a very successful DB in the league, and he had a great, college career as well, and he's made a long-lasting career in the NFL. And just trying to watch him because he's a smart player, and he makes plays on the ball. Is in the right place at the right time type of thing. So that's definitely a safety I try to watch. And Earl Thomas, when he was in the league, I really liked him as well. When he was playing for the Seahawks, that was a person I was keyed into a lot. Uh, yeah, man, it's a lot of good DBs out there though, for sure.
What was your favorite memory playing for UTSA?
Favorite memory. Um, I was actually just talking to I think I was talking to my dad about this the other day, but and we didn't even win the game. It's kind of crazy, but it was our last regular season game this past year against Army, and I was just so proud of how our defense had played that game. Even though we still lost or whatever. But I was just proud of how we showed up to play. Even the offense, they showed up to play as well, and that's why I like about football a lot. It's not always about the wins and the losses. Obviously, everybody wants to win, but
Hmm.
the game can teach you deeper things than that, and can show you deeper things than that. So yeah, I was just proud of how our team showed up to play, and we were big underdogs that game, so to come out with that fire and that intensity that we did, man, I love to see that from the guys.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What makes you a unique player at the position that you're playing at?
I would say I would say first just the work ethic that I bring. I'm gonna make sure that I'm, one of the hardest working people on the team, if not the hardest worker. That's first and foremost, and then another thing I try to pride myself in is just being a good teammate. Whether that be me, my communication on the field. At safety, there's a lot of communication. So getting everybody lined up, I just take it upon myself to make sure I'm the best safety so that, the players around me are in right positions, um, and even, off the field, whenever we're in the locker room or, whenever we get to speak in front of the team, just trying to, speak words of wisdom to the guys and just being there for people. Not everybody has somebody to talk to. So, what I'm saying? Just being a good teammate towards everybody else.
Hmm. Who in your family do you look up to and why?
You said in my family?
Yeah.
I would definitely say look up to my dad a lot. Um, he's he's the one who, showed me a lot about work ethic, um, and showed me what it's like to be a successful man and just being a family man, taking care of your family. He showed me how I should go about that and just, taking care of business. Um, a lot of things can wait, but as a man, you gotta take care of your business. And those are things that I'm grateful that I had him and still have him, to show me these things. And he's just been a mentor to me and just showed me a lot of life lessons all around.
Mm.
So I love him, I appreciate him a lot.
I I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to come on and talk, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck down the road.
Man, I appreciate you too. I wish nothing but success for you and your podcast and your interviews. I hope you take it to places you never thought you could take it, man. So I appreciate you.
I'll definitely stay in touch with you.
Yes, sir. Definitely, definitely stay in touch.
Okay. Thanks. Have a good night.
All right, man. All right. All right, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.